My thoughts on the NYTSienna polls. The only really concerning one is Nevada. That's a pretty big deficit as state Democrats have done well in the last few election cycles. That's not a good poll for Biden, but the others can be rationalized out somewhat. Time equals 400 ms, greater than Trump's lead in these polls are all within the mo of his total vote share in 2020. It's clear Trump has kept his core support. Right now, Biden's core support isn't yet to commit to him, and why Harris actually does better in these polls head-to-head than Biden. But that's okay. We're a year out, and asking voters who they support a year from the election means nothing. It's safe to register your displeasure with Biden in these polls because you're not being asked to cast your ballot tomorrow. Those voters have plenty of time to come back. And if they do, Biden wins. I'd wager almost all of the voters who are undecided either favor Biden somewhat or are opposed to Trump. But because Trump has a stranglehold on his base, he's more insulated from the soft supper than Biden. The thing is, he still needs to win over a few of those voters, or hope they vote third party, to win in 2024. Like I said, his total share in these polls is largely within the mo of his final share in each of these states in 2020. Georgia, 49% won 49.24% in 2020. Pennsylvania, 48% won 48.69% in 2020. Michigan, 48% won 47.77% in 2020. Wisconsin, 45% won 48.82% in 2020. Nevada, 52% won 47.67% in 2020. Arizona, 49% won 48.81% in 2020. Outside Nevada, his numbers are identical to 2020. This shows Trump has not gained support. He has to gain support in 2024 to win, or he has to have Biden lose support in 2024 to third parties. Biden has a year to convince these fence-sitters to support him. I think that's very much doable and likely the election. At this time, these voters, though, can get away with saying they're not going to vote Biden or are unsure of voting him because they've got nothing to lose. Not yet, anyway. These polls aren't ideal, but if you look at them in the context of what needs to happen, it's not devastating a year out. It just shows Biden hasn't won back the full support of the base that got him to the White House yet. But there's no reason he can't and won't the closer we get to the election, and then those numbers change in a hurry.